Hello, party guests. Welcome to this sweet summer Pampered Chef party. I am going to make today a sweet treat which involves baking, but it's the summer and I don't like to turn on my oven, you guys, so I am going to make peanut butter cookies in Pampered Chef's Deluxe Air Fryer, which is so nice for not having to heat up my house, you guys. I do want to show you the food chopper, so I just like to toss peanuts into my peanut butter cookies, and these are honey roasted, so especially delicious. But I just want to show you the chopper, and you can use it in two ways, you guys. So I'm going to put some peanuts here in the chopper's base. Otherwise, you guys, you can chop right on a mat, okay? So here with the chopper, you just push up and down. The more you chop, the finer it gets. So you can see my chopped up peanuts there. Again, if I wanted to go finer, I could just keep chopping. But if you were chopping something that's bigger than that base, something you could spread something over the entire mat and just chop and then move over and chop and move over. So that is our food chopper, you guys. And this is a very popular item from Pampered Chef, something that's been around for a long time. And I do want to tell you, this can go in the dishwasher. So the base can go in the dishwasher. The collar can go in the dishwasher. And then you guys, this comes off and this opens up, so everything can actually get very clean in the dishwasher. And then I promise you guys, it is very easy to assemble back together, and then you'd be ready to chop again. All right, I'm gonna grab my ingredients and I'll meet you over at the stand mixer. Well, you guys, we can whisk together the dry ingredients. I kind of forgot that I want to sit my butter out at room temperature to soften. So I've got 2.5 cups of flour in my classic batter bowl. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So if you are watching for 5 points towards the grand prize drawing, comment, let me know, do you put cinnamon in your peanut butter cookies, or is that just something that my family does? And then, yes, you guys, I'm just gonna whisk these ingredients together, and then this is just gonna hang out and sit aside until, that's okay, I'm not in a rush. I've got laundry to fold. I will be back when we're ready to use the mixer and cream the butter. So yeah, I'm a mom. There's plenty of things that I got done while I was waiting for my butter to soften. So the 2 sticks of softened butter are in my mixer. I've got half a cup of just white sugar, you guys. And then I've got 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And then I've got 1 1/4 cups of peanut butter. Now, if you're not familiar with this one, you guys, this is my favorite, the Measure All cup, because if you are doing sticky ingredients like peanut butter, sour cream, things like that, you can measure it on this. And look how much I got. I mean, you can take your little scraper and get the little last bit, but you know that you got exactly how much of your ingredient in there that you wanted. And then you guys, it comes apart into 2 pieces, which makes it very, okay, there we go. Very easy to clean. I just toss it into the dishwasher. So let me bring you over to the stand mixer. So if you're not familiar with our stand mixer, you guys, it is fabulous. It has presets. So this tells me to mix it until it is thick and fluffy. So if I were to whip, you see it shows me the whisk, but to mix, I need that paddle. So I have my paddle attachment. The default is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna go with that. And you guys, it starts out on level 1 and then it will increase speed slowly. That way, if I had flour in here, I'm not gonna have a big whoosh of flour and have a huge mess or anything like that. Although there is a shield, I'm not using my pouring shield right now, but yeah, there's a default. So that way, if you have to go answer the door or something like that, you don't have to worry that you're gonna overmix your dough or whatever you're making. So 2.5 minutes, and I would say that is pretty fluffy. So now I need 2 eggs and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I can't find my little measure spoon, my adjustable measuring spoon, but I still have my teaspoon and my 1/2 teaspoon for measuring my other ingredients, so I may as well not dirty anything anyhow. But let me go ahead with the vanilla. My vanilla that I have is not Pampered Chef. We do sell one at the holidays, and I recently used all of mine up. So this vanilla I actually got in the Dominican Republic on a trip that I earned with Pampered Chef. So it's kind of fun to use that in my parties now too. Now it tells me to beat in the egg. And so it scrolls down, it tells me it's still the paddle, so I'm good. Default to just 2 minutes on this one. I could always stop it sooner if I wanted. And just so that I don't forget to show you guys, so there is a whisk attachment and a dough hook. So there is a setting to knead your bread. You end up with a very cute little ball of pizza dough or whatever at the end. And then we do have an attachment. So far, all that Pampered Chef has released is a pasta maker attachment, which I do have. So if you have questions about that or you want to see videos about that, let me know. And then it tells me to add the dry ingredients in 3 parts and then to just mix it well. So I've added a little bit of it. I'll add a little bit more, and I'll be back with my cookie dough. And I almost forgot about my nuts, you guys. So this is just those honey roasted peanuts that I had chopped up. So I'm gonna let those mix in for the last few seconds, and I'm gonna go grab my stone. And I like big cookies, you guys. So I'm going with my large Pampered Chef scoop. They come in 4 different sizes, which come in really handy for making all of your cookies or muffins or whatever the same size. And then we have a new stone that is made just for our air fryer because, again, I don't want to turn my oven on right now, you guys. It is the middle of summer and it is hot. So since my cookies are bigger, I'm just gonna put 6 here on my stone. Or maybe I'm just gonna put 4. These are really kind of big. But yes, and then I can just pop my mixing bowl into the fridge, of course, and then make another batch right following after. So I might personally invest in 2 of these stones, but let me turn you over to the air fryer as well. So I am going to, well, let's get down here to convection bake. And these are gonna be 300 and, let's go 350 for 10 minutes. And then you guys, it is going to preheat and let me know when it's time to put them in. So it is telling me to add food, you guys, but before I do that, let me show you this feature. So you can open just the top. That's where I do pizzas and toast. You can open just the bottom. That's where we are gonna go ahead and put our cookies in. But you guys, you could just pull and open the entire thing and use both at the same time. So you can actually set 2 different cooking temperatures here in our deluxe air fryer and oven. So this is gonna go for 10 minutes. And if I need more than 10 minutes, you guys, that's not the end of the world. Let me go ahead and start since I've added the food. But there is a plus button so that you could actually add a minute or 2 to, if you peek at it and you say, I think I want a little bit more, you can add it. So this is not like perfect science, you guys. You're not gonna hurt anything. So here's my big cookies, you guys, a little bit brown. So I'm gonna let these cool for 5 minutes before I remove them from the stone. But yeah, I might do my next batch just a minute longer and see what I think. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in the air fryer and being able to cook and bake and make pizzas and everything this summer without turning your oven on, let me know, because if you host a party, you can get it 60% off. And if you made it this far and you've yet to let me know whether or not you put cinnamon in your cookies, please comment that below so that I can give you 5 points towards the grand prize. See ya. Okay, full disclosure, switching to my medium scoop for the next batch. Okay, same amount of time, but smaller cookies. See ya.